Teshtale, I'm Tenzin Dikyi, your anchor of this month, and you're watching The News, a monthly news report in English on DLIHE Institute for Higher Education affiliated at Bangalore University. Take a look at the headlines. First, webinar session by various scholars. Second, webinar session on building a dream career with Ms. Sindhu Thangapa. Third, construction of concrete badminton court for the staffs. The webinar session by Venerable Abod Lobsang Ginsela on introduction to Buddha Purnima. Fifth, webinar session with Dr. Tenzin Dikyi on practicing Tibetan yoga and meditation. Sixth, an interview session related with academics with interim principal Dr. Gigila and the current situation in the institute regarding the coronavirus pandemic with Ms. Sebela. First, webinar session by various scholars. The webinar session by 4 Tibetan scholars was conducted for 2 days from 3rd to 4th of May by the Master Department. We have Dr. Lakpat Sring, writer and translator Mr. Chung Sring, Kante Podang Secretary Geshe Haram Bayangden Rinpoche and Varanasi lecturer Geshe Beri Jingme Wangge as the guest speaker of the session. More than 100 number of staff and students have participated in the session. The session was an introduction and explored the way of understanding in various subjects regarding annexation by China from the eastern part of Tibet, Tibetan language and literature, and 4 commitments of His Holiness. The webinar session on building a dream career was organized by the Commerce Department on 15th of May from 11 am to 12 pm. Ms. Sindhu Thangapa, the project manager, creative head and branding consultant with 22 years of experience in the creative field in India and abroad, was the guest lecturer. About 70 number of students have participated in the session. This session was for students to identify and make assessment in their area of interest and potential, and also to create awareness of job skills in demand in today's workforce. Construction of concrete badminton court on the open space between all staff quarters started on 28th of March. This project was initiated by the Staff Welfare Committee of the Institute with donations received mainly from staff and others from outsiders and monks learning in the Institute. This construction plan is targeting mainly for the staff, which serves as a recreation area while encouraging staff to engage more in sports. The new badminton court was inaugurated by the Institute Administrator Geshe Lobsang Gyensei and Interim Principal Dr. Gigila. The webinar on Introduction to Buddha Purnima and question-answer session was conducted by the Student Council on 26th of May. Venerable Abod Lobsang Gyensei from Goma Monastery was the guest lecturer. About 100 number of staff and students have participated in the session. This webinar was an introduction on Buddha Purnima or Buddha Day and why it is celebrated, as well as question and answer session regarding the topic. The webinar session on practicing Tibetan yoga and meditation was organized by the Student Council on 29th of May last Saturday. Dr. Tenzin Dikyi, a long-term practitioner of Buddhist meditation and Tibetan yoga, traveled over 15 countries sharing his knowledge, written 2 books in Tibetan, translated more than 30 books in English in Tibetan, was the guest lecturer of the session. Over 40 number of staff and students have participated in the session. This session was to help staff and students with physical and mental health during this menacing pandemic with the help of Dr. Chok. Dr. Chok also initiated to help anyone interested in Tibetan yoga and meditation every once a week. And now we have an interview session related with the academics with Interim Principal Dr. Gigila. Teshtale, I'm here as an anchor of this month with Interim Principal Dr. Gigila to ask some questions regarding the academic activities in this institute. Teshtale, sir.
Teshtale.
So it has obviously been very difficult for the institute to carry out programs during this pandemic, yet the institute has been able to carry out programs or initiate or organize programs related with academics. And also I've heard that numerous books published both in India as well as Tibet has been purchased by the Institute this year. So what are the academic accomplishments or activities done by Institute so far this year?
Yes, this year has been a big challenge for everyone in the world. But despite the challenge, we have been trying to accomplish many academic activities under the directions and support given from the TCB head office, and also the guidelines instructed by the Bangalore University. As for the offline classes, the commencement of evening semester for specialized Tibetan studies course has been started from the 1st March 2021. The commencement of evening semester for the regular course under MESA and Bangalore University has been also started from the 1st April 2021. Regarding the online classes, due to the strong second wave of COVID pandemic in India, we have shifted all the classes to online mode as per the guideline instructed by the Karnataka government and Bangalore University guidelines. For the academic activities this year, we have proposed 45 various academic projects to the TCV head office. All the projects were kindly approved and received a financial grant of more than 45 lakhs, under which more than rupees of 18 lakh is specially allotted for the library and its collection development. Most of the projects proposed were funded by Tashila, Castle Foundation Switzerland, and Mr. Mark USA. Because of these funds, we have been carrying out various academic activities, and we have also purchased number of new books, reference books for both specialized studies and regular courses. This year we have able to purchase more than 1,700 various reference books. We have organized various academic virtual guest lecture series by respective departments.
Thank you so much, sir, for spending your time with us.
Thank you.
Next, we have an interview session about the current situation in the Institute regarding the coronavirus pandemic with representative of COVID Task Force Committee, Ms. Sebela. I'm here as an anchor of this month with Ms. Sebela as a representative of COVID Task Force Committee to ask some questions regarding the situation in the Institute related with COVID. So in the month of May and April, the second wave of the coronavirus has spread drastically in India and Bangalore in particular. Fortunately, no one in this institute has caught the virus. So how did the institute regulate, or what measurements have they taken regarding the pandemic?
So as for the measurement, new regulations has been issued in terms of wearing masks and social distancing, and also the administration has decided to conduct all the classes online until the situation is suitable enough for the resumption of the regular classes. And also all the staff members and the resident of the institute are required to follow the SOP guide issued by administration and COVID task force. But in case of emergency situation, outsiders are allowed to enter into the college premises only on the production of RT-PCR negative reports. So these are some of the measures that we have been taking to combat the COVID-19 in our institute.
So as of now, there's no COVID cases in the institute, but in case in future if the virus spreads here in the institute, then what are the necessary precautions taken by the institute?
Fortunately, there are no cases of COVID positive so far, but in case virus spreads in our college, we are ready with the mechanism to combat the spread. So in addition to the emergency grant sanctioned by the TCV head office to the institute, President of Tibet Fund Lobsang Yendala has also extended his support, and with the approval of TCV head office, we have been awarded a financial grant of around rupees 633,000. So we are very delightful and grateful to have been awarded the grant, which has allowed us to purchase preventive and treatment supplies such as oximeter, oxygen cylinder, vaporizer, PPE kits, and other necessary requirements. So these are some of the precautions or the precaution measures that we have planned for the future.
So what are the plans and steps taken regarding the vaccination as a precaution for staffs and students?
So as a precautionary matter, we have put up requisition letters in collaboration with Mensi Council Arikpa Medical College addressed to the local committee for providing vaccination slot for student and staff of age group between 18 to 45 residing in the campus on the priority basis, while most of our staff in the age group of 45 and above are already vaccinated. The good news is that we are expecting to get vaccination slot by next week, as our requisition letters has been officially approved by the local committee. So we are very hopeful of that.
Thank you, ma'am. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Dikila. Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
That's the end for this month's news report. Thank you for joining us today. See you next month. Till then, stay safe.